Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kayla condemns Steve for helping Clyde escape. Maggie peered at Victor's portrayal in the Kiriaki's manse. Constantine entered and inquired what she had been meaning. Maggie admitted she was trying to attune the man Victor had been with the man she had loved. Constantine assured her that every person was troubled, but staying in the present helped in the process of moving forward. Maggie called Constantine a remarkable man, and he attributed his metamorphosis to the woman who stands before me. Maggie wondered how Constantine and Victor had managed to become musketeers, given their history. Constantine admitted it sounded inconceivable, but during the dark times Victor and he'd endured together, they had come kindred spirits. Maggie called Victor her alternate chapter and her alternate chance at love. Constantine encouraged Maggie to flash back the man that she had loved and to keep Victor near to her heart. Constantine credited Maggie with Victor's change, claiming that she had been Victor's gemstone and guiding star. Maggie confessed that while she was still floundering to attune Victor's history, Constantine had given her stopgap that she could find peace, as well. "Hope is what holds us together," Constantine stated. An irritated Julie intruded the moment between Constantine and Maggie, blurting that the manse had turned into a circus. Julie explained that while Thomas and Charlotte were awful children, she was anxiously awaiting the end of spring break. Constantine excused himself, and Julie asked, "What did I walk in on?" Maggie streamlined Julie about the situation with Constantine and John and commended in Julie her equivocal passions about Victor's part in the matter. Julie called Victor a complicated incongruity and reminded Maggie that Doug had come to city with a checkered history. Julie used Doug as an illustration of someone who had come a model citizen and who was full of empathy. She claimed that Maggie had been Victor's topmost virtue because Maggie had brought out the stylish in him. Maggie thanked Julie for her kind words and sanguinity, and the women heeded to knowing how to pick him. Maggie and Julie compactly talked about Holly. Maggie expressed her fears that her granddaughter had been using medicines. Julie assured Maggie that she had Julie's support and remarked that Maggie sounded to have Constantine's support, too. Maggie conceded that Constantine and she were growing closer. Alex was pleased to find Teresa back at work. He congratulated her on her performance during a meeting, and Teresa said it felt great to be back. Brady entered the office and was also happy to see Teresa. Brady joked with her about the workers' T-boss surname for her, while Alex looked dissatisfied with the fellowship between the two. Brady said he wanted to talk with Teresa about Tate and Holly, which incontinently urged Teresa to demand to know what the girl had done. Brady filled Teresa in on chancing Tate with Holly at the DeMera manse. Teresa was irate and couldn't understand what Tate had been allowing. Brady criticized Tate's jest on teen passion and assured Teresa Tate.J. and Nicole had agreed that the kiddies shouldn't see each other. Teresa thanked Brady for handling the situation sensibly and hoped Tate.J. and Nicole would stay on the same runner about Tate and Holly being poisonous for each other. As Teresa prepared to leave for a meeting, Alex asked her about having Regale at home. Brady was surprised, and a pleased Alex informed him that Teresa and he were roommates again. Teresa called Alex roomie before leaving, and when she was gone, Brady turned to Alex and cracked, "Roomie, really?" Alex defended himself, claiming he did not have a retired docket and that he just wanted to set Teresa up for success tête-à-tête and professionally. Brady said Alex was reminding him of Victor because Victor had also wanted the people around him to be successful. After Brady expressed pride in Alex for carrying Victor's heritage forward, Alex admitted he felt pressure to live up to Victor and to make his father proud. Brady encouraged Alex to stay true to himself, also Victor would be proud of him. Alex brought up Tate's exculpation and the challenges Brady had been facing. Brady believed his biggest challenge as a father would be making sure Tate was in a healthy relationship. Brady wanted the same for Teresa, and he advised Alex, "Do not squinch with her." Alex took offense at Brady's imputation and inferred that Brady was romantically interested in Teresa. Brady denied the blameworthiness and claimed he just wanted Teresa to be happy, especially since she'd be dealing with Kristen. Alex was confused about why Brady would bring Kristen up until Brady reminded him that Alex and Kristen were supposed to be dating. After Alex observed that Kristen and him dating might drive Teresa into Brady's staying arms, Brady again protested that he was only looking out for Teresa. Alex allowed. Brady was lying to himself and advised Brady to back off. Teresa ran into Constantine in Horton Town Square. When Constantine said he would been trying to reach her, Teresa snapped that the world did not revolve around him. She sarcastically streamlined him on moving back in with Alex, but stressed that effects were platonic. When she snidely asked if she wasn't moving presto enough for Constantine, he told a scoffing Teresa that he'd give her sapience into the minds of men. Constantine prompted Teresa to make herself the interdicted fruit because men like Alex always wanted what they couldn't have. He suggested Teresa produce a vision that would shoot her into Alex's arms and into his bed. Teresa, mocking Constantine's accentuation, told him to forgive the grandiloquent prose, but she had a plan that would have Alex consumed by the deers of passion. Back at their apartment, Alex walked by and set up Teresa folding her lingerie. Flustered, he stammered that he was going to take a shower and also get regale started. When he left the room, Teresa scowled and said, "Mission near to fulfilled." At the Brady pub, John and Steve expressed frustration about the lack of progress in locating Clyde. They bemoaned trusting Ava and suspected that she might know further than she had revealed. Steve said that experience had tutored him that trusting in Ava frequently left a person feeling like a susceptible fool in the end. John and he agreed that they should talk to her because until that beast was back in his pen, they couldn't live with themselves. Kayla approached and inquired what John and Steve were talking about. The men admitted they were talking about Clyde, but both made an reason and a quick exit before Kayla could question them further. She looked puzzled as they departed. Ava had prepared breakfast at the apartment, and Harris surfaced from the bedroom. She had let him sleep in and wanted to know if he was empty. They kissed, and Ava smiled and said, "That works, too." Harris asked Ava how she felt after losing the bistro job. She told him she felt free and that her life belonged to her again. Harris and Ava sat down for breakfast, and he gushed over her vegan bacon. He got a beep on his phone, and Ava told him to look at it. Harris verified via the communication that the inspection of the bistro had gone easily and that Ava hadn't been intertwined in the medicine exertion. Ava expressed gratefulness that Stefan had taken the fall for her, and Harris reminded her that Stefan would have faced captivity for shooting a Bobby. Else. Ava bothered that someone could still interlace her, but Harris assured her that revealing her part would be in no bone's stylish interest. Harris encouraged Ava to look to the future and asked her what she wanted to do career-wise. She joked about her fashion developer borns when she had been a sprat. She had realized that her family situation wouldn't allow her to follow that path, but she had discovered a passion for cuisine. Harris suggested culinary academy, and Ava reprimanded him about devouring the schoolwork. Ava was touched when Harris warmly said he believed in her, but their moment was intruded by a knock at the door.